So, did you ever wonder what a Neo 1 playthrough would look like if you only use magic or you only use ninja tools? Well, I definitely have had those questions like for quite a long time because a lot of games they offer you like a lot of ways to deal damage, but not every way is like good, you know? Sometimes the alternative ways to deal damage are really good, and sometimes they're just really bad. So that's what I set out to do in this playthrough. Um, this like an only magic playthrough. I did an only ninja playthrough before in Nioh 2. That turned out to be pretty successful. It's a little bit slow, as expected, obviously, because you're not using the normal means to deal damage. But I now have a character that is pretty good at it. So then I did wonder that was magic like as viable in EO2? So I tried that, but for me it was a little tedious with the Kodama Bazaar. Like to get the Nia tools, that is pretty doable, but the magic isn't. But luckily we have a second game, or technically a first game before Neo 2 that also offers the magic and the Nia tools. So, like I said, this is a magic playthrough, and the only magic that we technically have from the beginning is our guardian spirit attack. This one. It's like a talisman. It sends out your spirits. Um, it deals some damage. It builds up the fire status effects in this case. But even that is not really considered magic because it's a spirit attack. It technically scales off with your spirit, like you can see here. You see, it's actually different. Uh, Also, if you go to like the level up skills, you see that if you would level this, you would level the guardian spirit bond rather than the Omeo magic power. So the thing is, okay, it's technically not magic, but it's pretty much the only magic that we have right from the start. Because if you go look to the skills, if you go to the magic tree, you have some things like fire talismans that let you imbued a weapon with fire. And technically that's magic, but it's also kind of cheating the rules because it's not meant that you like use a weapon. But then like is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Like the other option you have is Guardian Spirit Talisman. So that kind of looks like magic, you know. You have a talisman, you cast it out. But like I said, it's technically not magic because it scales with your spirit attribute rather than your magic attribute. That is the only damage related spell that we have at this point in the game because the other are like locked behind story progression. So I came to this first boss and like expected, my damage was too low. I couldn't kill it with only magic. So I started to farm the guys here on the little dock to get some untouched Omeo equipment. I've been farming for quite a few hours, and like you can see, I don't have anything. Of course, that is just luck or bad luck. Someone else can do it, and they can have more luck or less luck, depending on what they pick up from the enemies. But in my case, I haven't been lucky. So technically, that would kind of end the run because I only have like three spirit talismans. That's not enough to kill the boss, so it kind of ends here because you don't have access to the blacksmith. You cannot reroll your stats or your attributes on your armor. But then I was thinking like, if this attack is considered magic, even though it's a spirit attack and not technically magic, then same spirit attack that you can do with a living weapon is also magic. I know it's just a theory, and I know it's a huge stretch of the rules because yes, you use a weapon to provoke living weapon, but like the same spirit attack that your living weapon does, your talisman does as well. And like I already showed you, if you go to the magic tree, the spirit talisman is still considered magic. So I was thinking that like if I can use the talisman to do it, then living weapon technically allows me to do more magic attacks, so more spirit attacks, so more damage, so I might be able to kill the boss. I did try that, and I think if I time it right, that I indeed might be able to kill the boss, considering with the fire damage that you build up over time, considering with the damage that you can do from behind. That's also a little multiplier. But like I said, this is only a theory, and I know some people will agree to it and some will disagree to it because it's a huge stretch of the rules because you're technically not allowed to use a weapon. But to provoke a spirit attack, I will show you that you actually don't have to hit the enemy with it. You can just do it from range and provoke it. Like if you have an enemy, you see, I killed it with a spirit attack, not with a weapon. Like I said, it's a huge stretch, but like I said, I think it's technically still magic. Let's quickly see if I picked up something good. No, you see, still no untouched Omeo magic. So this is like the only way that I found to increase my damage if you're not lucky with equipment farming like I am. But let me know what like you guys think of it. Like, is it technically cheating the rules, or is it like um, still within the boundaries of acceptable? Personally, I think it's acceptable because in Nioh 2, you only have the well, you only have technically two options. You can like keep refreshing the Kodama Bazaar and get lucky that you get like either a Spirit Talisman or some Lightning Strike. I forgot the name of that one. But you can do that, and like the only early magic that you have there is to like ready your Fire or Wind Talismans. Um, I think fire, wind, water, or electricity. So even though that's technically not magic because you need a weapon for it, that's the only way to do it there. To start off with a magic weapon instead of a magic spell. So that's why I thought the stretch would be acceptable. But like I said, it's only a theory, and I totally whipped that first attack. But like I said, let me know what you think. Like, do you think it's acceptable to like use your weapon to get more spirit attacks, or do you have something like no, that totally breaks the run, and you shouldn't do that? So yeah, let me know. Like I said, I think it's acceptable, considering that the limited options that you have in the early game to do your Magic or Nia playthroughs. Well, technically Nia playthroughs are pretty fine. You pick up weapons or like tools rather, and you can also ready them up easier. Um, but for Magic, it's a little limited, and you have to stretch the rules a little bit. But like I said before, let me know what you think. Is it like too much or is it like just acceptable?